Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day one of the Safe and Sound Festival of 2025. My name is Stewart Flenley, and I will be your Master of Ceremonies for this evening. Please, I beg of you, I must ask you to please give a warm welcome, a very warm welcome, to my partner in crime, or should I say comedy for that matter. Let's see, he's wooden, witty, and just slightly better looking than me. I give you Mr. Charley McCarthey.
Hello, Charlie. How you doing? I'm not too bad. I just flown in from the United States, and boy, are my arms tired. But how long have you been in Australia, Charlie? I've been in Australia for just under 100 years, my friend. And would you like to share a joke with me? I would be honoured. And this is the joke that I read in one of my dad joke books. Doctor, can you help me with my halitosis? Well, take a teaspoon of horse manure twice a day. Oh, really? Will that help it?
No, but it'll take the edge off the smell. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Safe and Sound is more than proud to present the Out Here Collective, featuring Mr. Robert Siemens, Lindsay Sutherland, Chase Clemenspoor, Ella Quintal, Elijah Augustine, and the very, very talented Dale Gorfinkel. Thank you very much. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am your Master of Ceremonies, Stewart Flenley. And also, please put your hands together for a good friend of mine here. He's older, wiser, and spends his time yelling at pigeons. Mr. Charley McCarthey. Before I introduce the next act, a joke. And Charlie, I shall tell this next joke. If that's okay with you, Charlie. Fine by me. Does anybody remember the 30s actor Walter Pidgeon?
Of course.
Yeah. Well, one day, Walter. What happened when Walter Pidgeon was arrested and thrown into an insane asylum? What happened then? Well, I hate to tell you this, but his mates thought he was cuckoo. Now, our last act for this evening. Oh. No. Before I introduce the third act, a joke which you've already heard. Sorry about that. You beautiful weirdos. Or should I say, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the Dillastoso brothers. That is Alessio and Danilo Dillastoso. The Dillastoso brothers. Now, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stewart Flenley, and I am your master of ceremonies for this evening. This chap I'm holding here is my good friend Charley McCarthey. He's hip, stylish, and he thinks he's famous. He thinks he's famous. I don't happen to think I'm famous. I know I'm famous. I've been around since the 1920s, I'll have you know. Anyway, Charley would like to tell a joke. I'll sit down. What's the difference? Well, Charley, what's the difference between? No, Stewart, what's the difference between a cactus and what's the difference between a cactus and a handful of needles? What's that, Charley? I know, but I ain't telling you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me extreme pleasure to welcome you not only to Safe and Sound, but Safe and Sound is thrilled, absolutely thrilled, to present the first time Matthew Larson, Carolyn Cutters, and the absolutely stunning and beautiful Karina Ochomo. Give them one round of applause for these charming people here. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stewart Flenley, and I am your master of ceremonies for the evening. And please welcome my partner. He's charming, unlike you dingbat. Well dressed. True, not like you unattractive lump. And he's been waiting for us in a suitcase for the last 3 hours. All of you know that I've been around for at least 100 years, you lying piece of garbage. If that's the case, Charley McCarthey, ladies and gentlemen. Now, before I introduce the second act of this evening, I would like Charley to tell a joke. What's the difference between a European wasp and an unattractive lump and an untalented comedian? Nothing. What they do stings you till you scream. Stings you till you scream.
Charley.
Glitterati of the evening, please welcome to the stage Mr. Jim Denley, Miss Esther Tottenham, and Miss Alana Stewart, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Stewart Flenley, your master of ceremonies for this evening, and I would like to introduce my partner. He's wooden, hard-headed, and somehow still more charming than I am. Mr. Charley McCarthey. So tell me, Charley. Yes? What's the difference between glass... What's the difference between glass and a heart? I don't know. What is the difference between a heart and glass? Nothing. They both break. And now, to introduce the next act, I must ask you. I must ask you that you please put your hands together for the following people: Esther Tottenham. The one, the only, Astrid Mirror. Jay Ewiston. Mia Alexander. Nicholas Ashwood. And Joseph Talia. Thank you all very, very, very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to day 2, mind you, 2 of the day of the Safe in Sound Festival 2025. I'm your host of ceremonies, master of ceremonies for the evening, Stewart Flenley, and I am proud, more than proud, to introduce my partner in crime. He's as sharp as a razor blade, more sophisticated than Scotch whiskey, and surprisingly affordable. This here is, please put your hands together for Mr. Charley McCarthey. Now, before I introduce... Before I introduce this next act, this first act, I'd like to tell a joke. What's the difference? What's the difference between a heavy metal rock group, a heavy metal rock guitarist, and a poor musician? Nothing. Now, I give up. What's the difference between those two guys? Nothing. Nothing. They haven't got a shred of talent between them. And now, Safe in Sound is more than proud to present the great Lakshan Standki Yain. Thank you Thank you very much and enjoy the show. Or should I say good evening, everyone? Before I introduce the last act, I would not only like to say that it has been an honour for me to be your MC, but it has also been a pleasure to perform for you this evening. So, without any further ado, before I get too mushy here, I'd like to, on behalf of my friend Charley McCarthey here, I'd like to thank everyone from the Liquid architecture team, Christy, Rohan, Lauren, Alex. Also, Next Wave, Jolt Arts, which is founded by my friend Dr. James Hullick. Out here, and not to forget the one and only Robbie Avername. Now, I've got my friend Charley McCarthey has something he would like to say. Go on. You nervous? No. Are you? No. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for 2 days of for us being. Thank you very much for your what is it?
Gratitude.
Thank you all so much for your gratitude. It has been a pleasure to perform for you. And without any further ado, I'd like to introduce Stephen Hegeliasis and his friend Matt Watson. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all so much, and good evening to each and every one of you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stewart Flenley, and please welcome my good friend. He's witty, worldly, and he's seen it all and done it all. Mr. Charley McCarthey. Hi, Charley. Hello. And how, may I ask, have you been today?
Oh, I can't complain. I've been, for about 40 flaming years, I've been waiting for a night like this for 40 flaming years. And, the last time I was on stage, some joker bit the bullet, and that ain't right. Oh yeah, that's very nice. Perhaps we should get on with the show. Yeah, you're right. Now, and now before I introduce the fourth act, a joke. What do you call it when? What do you call it when a window breaks in a new house? I don't know. What do you call it window breaks in the new house. One hell of a mess to clean up. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the one, the only, your friend as well as mine, Mr. Max Cheese.